Captain's Log, November 18th. I, Bancroft, stranded and alone, have come across a strange artifact. It's a box of some sorts. I don't know the contents, but we're here to find out. Careful. Precision is key. We don't want to disrupt the balance of whatever may be inside it. Okay. I've successfully cut open the creature. Going to now. Resistance. The skin is tough. I got it. There's a muscle layer underneath it. Going to remove it very slowly. And hey, it's right way this time too. Look at that. Fantastic. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack Productions. Today, I, Bancroft, am doing an unboxing. And yes, it is I, Bancroft. Fluff's not joining me today. He couldn't make it. He told me to go ahead and open the box up anyways and send him the pictures of it afterwards. He's currently out of town. So we're going to crack open the box and see what we pull and go from there. Oh yeah, there's also these premium packs. Don't forget to pick those up. And holiday boxes came out today too. Did not pick ours up today, but do plan on picking them up later on the road. And I kind of want one of each of those alt arts. But let's get cracking on these boxes. All right. So this is the new Fighter's Ambition. Super excited about it. And looking for some pretty cool cards out of this. But we need to get into it. It's like normal, right? So we're going to say, oh yeah, there's buttons. Feel free to click them there for a reason. There's links in the description. And one of those links give you $10 off your first purchase on Whatnot if you use our link. All right, here we go. And, you can sign up account through our link. But all right, cool. Sorry, it's too much. That's enough. I'm sorry. That's a stupid bit. All right, so box is there. We got that good. And you know what? This camera is horrible. Much better. All right, so this way you can see the cards better. I can do a better spacing on my part. And oh yeah, and all right, I'm getting done being cheesy about it. So starting out, every box, like always, has an SR SPR on top, which is fantastic. We got the Black Mass Sands Assassin from the Darkness, pretty cool. Deflect permanent. This card can only attack while you have 3 or more energy, and your leader is a Z leader, or you have a Z battle card in play. Auto, when this card is played, choose one. If it's your turn, choose to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 6 or less. Send it to its warp. If it's your opponent's turn, choose one of your cards. It gains 5,000 power for the turn, and it is activate battle, limit 1 for 1 black energy. If your leader is black, play this card from your hand, which is fantastic, because it's kind of like a sense of being light for a defensive plays, which is fantastic. You don't have to reset anything, but it gives you a 5k combo for the turn. Alright. So it's just me. I'm going to do a lot of talking. Hope that's okay. It has to be, I guess. But we're going to go over the cards, and I'm going to talk about things that I'm interested in playing and things I know that other people are interested in playing. So we got Goten, SSG Vegeta, Android 13, awesome. Son Goku, Limbering Up, Villainous. I'm super excited to play the Villainous archetype. I do believe if the Villainous becomes too much of a problem for most decks, which I don't think it will, but if it does, they might change the wording of that to be when played from a hand, but we'll find out in the future. Got another Pan, which are still using the superhero art for that, which has more of a 3D look to it, which I think is pretty cool. It's homage to the actual thing. And I think all the Broly BR stuff, Goku BR stuff, is kind of like an homage to that art style as well. Clean to Life, Son Gohan and Piccolo Master Student. For our reverse holo, got a Angela, Lord Slug Henchman, which I'm super excited to play the Lord Slug deck. Blocker Permanent Bond 2. While this card's in active mode, it gains Barrier. Auto, if your leader card's Lord Slug, when this card is using a combo, choose to one of your Yellow Slug Army cards, and it gains Double Strike for the battle. Activate battle, use it to one mono Yellow Slug Army card with a combo cost of 1 from your hand, and combo of its skills negate per turn. We talked about this deck all about comboing and playing things off, which is pretty nice, but the fact that you could play a card like this in a Lord Slug deck, we'll have to worry about using the Champa or Hidden Kai. It's just another double strike card for you. And going for the next card, it is our rare SS Gogeta facing the ultimate. Deflect, dual attack, Union Fusion for 2 green. If your opponent has 2 or more energy, you draw 1 card. And obviously you can use a Goku BR or a Vegeta, Goku BR and a Vegeta BR. They're green. Permanent. You could choose battle cards in your Z energy when choosing cards to use for discard union skill, which I think is fantastic. Allows you to combo those cards off, kind of like when you in the old black decks before those cards got rotted and whatnot. You could play them from the warp to the drop, which is fantastic. So it just gives you another kind of quote unquote a hand to use these cards with. But auto limit 1, when this card's played, choose to one of your opponent's battle cards, KO it, and this card can't be KO'd until the end of your opponent's next turn. So it kind of protects it. Now, granted, if you neg it out or remove it by other means, you're fine. Put those there. All the other ones over here. I guess I should put this down here. Boom. Yeah, screen. Fill that out. All right. So yeah, so building this is a deck I'm very interested in playing, controlling restraint. I'm also interested in playing stuff like, also, I'll try my best not to tap as much. It's a tick I got. Oh my goodness, villainous. I can't think of the other decks now. I'm interested in Gohan, of course. I feel like everyone in our shop's interested in Gohan. Everyone's been talking, everyone's been testing that one out. Got ourselves Android 13, Android 13 Z Leader for 1 energy when your life is 4 or less. Android 13. Auto, when this card attacks, play up to 1 Android 14 or 15 card, both red with energy cost of 1 from your hand or drop, which I think is great to play them from your drop. Activate battle once per turn. Place 1 Android 13 card, 1 14, and 1 15 card from your Z energy in their owner's drop. Draw 1 card, and this card gets plus 5,000 power and double strike for the turn. It is a 2Z energy to play this card. So I think we were talking about in our video where the turn you play this, if you want to maximize it, you need at least 5 Z energies just to maximize it. And 3 of those have to be key cards. And then we got the Son Gohan Power of Friendship following up afterwards, which is great for the Kid deck. Glad to see these cards coming back. I'm also interested of the secret rares. I think they're all fantastic secret rares. But the ones I think I obviously want the most. I would like the Cooper just because it's a character from Prison Planet, which I think is fantastic. Also, I think that's going to be set 3. But I also want to get Gohan. I mean, I would be fine getting either one of them, which is great. Guru for all the Namekins, Turtles, Red Ribbon Army. I'm hoping to get reverse holos on all the villainous cards, just at least one of each to be nice. Got the Pan, got Android 13. This is a very villainous pack. Skillless Gohan, following up with the reverse holo Android 18. Permanent Bond 2's card gets plus 5,000 power. If you have a Krillin SHZ battle card in play, when this card attacks, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, return it to his owner's hand, and this card gets plus 5,000 power and crit for the turn, which is great overall. Potentially making a 20k crit. It is 3 energy, or activate main, limit 1 for 1 blue, or yellow if you have a Z battle card in play this card from your hand. So after you play, like, for the Piccolo deck, you want to play I think it's Piccolo one, you want to play the Krillin to reduce the cost for turn. So Android 18 potentially can be played right after you play the Krillin. Gotenks, Reckless Rush, Triple Strike, 3 energy to play it, draw 2. Permanent, this card can't be switched to active mode during your charge phase, so there's other ways to restand this card. When this card is played, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of his owner's deck. And she's, yeah. Going for Lord Slug, Z Energy, which I'm actually really excited to play Lord Slug. I think I mentioned that earlier. Just being able to play a Slug deck again is always nice for me. I was a big fan of what I call Slugs that Hugs. I know oh my goodness, I am interested in new Piccolo. I like the swap-ish mechanic that we're bringing back. But we got Son Gohan, Piccolo, Master Student Bond. Activate main once returned. Choose one of your battle cards with Son Gohan and its character's name. It gains Master Technique until the end of your turn. Until the end of your opponent's next turn. Activate battle once returned. If your leader is a Piccolo SH card and you have 3 or more energy, choose one Master Training card in your battle area, and it gets plus 10,000 power for the battle, potentially protecting it from a big swing. And following up with our first SR, which is True Power Awaken, for the Broly extra card deck, which I'm also excited to play that deck because I was a huge fan of Prison. I like the idea of using extra cards to move to fuel the deck. Permanent blue card is green Broly BR card, and this card is under a Broly BR card. You can activate this card's activate skills under the same conditions as if they were in your hand. Activate main limit 1 if your leader is green Broly BR Z leader. Your opponent may discard 2 cards from their hand. If they don't during your opponent's next turn, the skills of activate main skills on their cards in their hand in battle area is increased by 1. Which means they have to pay an extra card just to get skills off. Activate main limit 1. Place 1 green extra card from your hand under one of your green Broly cards, and send this card from your drop to your warp. Draw 1 card. Allows you kind of cycle cards. Where the deck likes to just put card underneath the leader or a battle card, and you can play those cards from there. It's like a secondary hand, so it helps the leader kind of helps you thin the deck out a little bit. No, I mean, it's only 4-ish, 5 packs in. No reverse holo leaders yet, and haven't seen a Gohan yet either. The campaign rares, which I like this style. I like they almost all connect. All of them, but I think the blue one connect, which I think is kind of weird to do it that way. Got a self reverse holo skillless Goku, and boom, there is a campaign rare right there. The black one, but yeah, like this one will connect to I think the green or yellow one. I just think it's weird that the blue one doesn't connect to any of these cards. But permanent when this card will be removed from a battle area, removed from the game instead. Auto limit 1. If your leader card is black or Master Techniques card, your life is 4 or less, and you add 1 card from your life to your hand, and place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. When your opponent attacks with a battle card, you may play this card from your drop or warp and rest mode and negate the attack. That's just really good for an auto limit 1. For auto 1 black energy, if your leader card is black, when this card is added to your Z energy, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 4 or less and send it to another warp. Great removal. All you gotta do is combo this card for free. As soon as it hits the Z energy, you tap 1, activate its effect. Fantastic. Krillin at the ready, another Z leader, Enter 13, Turtles, Yamcha, Lucifer, which is the first appearance of Lucifer, super combo for the villainous deck, because you cannot play any other super combos in that deck. Nice, first reverse holo villainous card, super excited. Like I said, I just want to get at least one of each for right now, and then I'll worry about getting the rest of them later. But it is the DBS, which I think we talked a lot about this card in our video, but potentially for 1 energy, this is a fantastic card. It's 25k, it's coming into play, it has offering, which in a lot of cases, if you play the villain a certain way, you're causing your opponent to discard a lot of cards. So, like, I mean, on entry of this card alone, it's actually offering, and then villainous is being proc, so it depends how many cards you have in your battle area field already. You're potentially causing your opponent to get rid of 1, 2, or even 3. And if your opponent's not playing a way of removing cards, it may even be more than that. And you're just clearing their hand, and at that point, are they going to crit a life, knowing they can't protect themselves, or allow you to draw 2 cards? I think that's just great. And 25k, fantastic. And we got Vegeta Stronger Together, the Z card for the Gotenks deck, I think. If your leader card has SH in its character name, it could be for both, I guess. Yeah, Gotenks or multicolor stuff. All right. But when this card is played, if your opponent has 11 or more cards in their hand, they place cards from their hand to the bottom of their deck in any order until they got 10 cards in their hand. Auto limit 1, send 1 blue card from your hand to your warp. When this card attacks, use it to 1 mono blue battle card, 5000 combo power from your drop. And a combo with skills to negate it for the turn. At the start of your next turn, add the card you sent to the warp by the skill back to your hand. So I'm gonna put these right here. These are like my special rares. I'll put my SPRs, SRs, rares, reverse holos, campaigns, and then my special rares, and then leaders, of course. But yeah, I don't think I've asked it yet. But what are you all interested in playing? What decks are you guys looking forward to? What secret cards are you trying to pull yourselves? Just put them down in the comments, and I'll get to one as soon as I can. I know I've been a little bit lacking on comments lately, just been really busy and haven't been able to do as much as I've wanted to. Wishing to end the battle. It's a counterattack if your leader Broly BR. Z leader, negate the attack. Additionally, you may place 2 extra cards from under one of your green Broly BR cards in their owner's drop. If you do, your opponent can only attack 2 more times for the turn. Permanent, if your leader card is green Broly BR card, and this card is under a Broly BR card, you can activate the counter skill as it appears in your hand. What I like about this is that, as we've seen, decks are kind of pushing away from unisons to some degree. Like we did get a few unisons this past set, or I guess this current set. But these are alternative negates. Like if you don't have dormant, and if you're not playing a unison deck, you have to pay 1 for dormant still. This gives you an option to kind of slow your opponent down. Now, unlike dormant, it will negate the attack, and then your opponent going to attack twice. Where dormant's like, okay, I'm negating this, but this attack's still going through. And then following up with Piccolo, Minotaur's Rage. I really want to see this one reverse holo because I'm really curious how this pattern will look. I think it'll look pretty cool. That's me hoping, though. We'll see when if I pull one. All right. Slug's Army, some Gojitas, Slug's Army, some Villainous or Black Broly. Got some other cards here. And our verse holo is the 5-drop Slugs, Cruel Overlord. Deflect, Dual Attack. I am tapping so many times. Deflect, Dual Attack. Bond 3. This card gains Double Strike, which is great. When this card attacks, use up to one of your mono yellow Slug Army cards with a combo cost of 1 from your drop, and a combo of its skills negated for turn. I mean, just potential right there, making this a 20k double strike on entry. Now, I will say, it being a 10k naturally, 5k, does hurt it, but at the same time, its auto is not limited, so like you're getting the combo off twice. It's fueling the Z energy for yourself for future plays. Active main limit 1. 2 yellow energy. If you have 3 or more energy, and a Lord Slug card with energy cost of 3, and a combo cost of 1 is in your Z energy, play this card from your hand. So it's 2 energy to play this dual attacking, potentially double striking card. And then we got Gamma. 1, new hero, crit, heroic, activate main, limit 1 for 1 blue energy. If you have 3 or more energy, and a player has Son Gohan SH card in play this card from your hand. This is also a Red Ribbon Android, so it will play in the Gamma deck as well if you wanted to fit it in there. Oh, this is a reverse holo rare. So it's kind of weird. Like, I've never actually done this by myself, and it's just kind of weird trying to like continuously talking and going over the cards. I mean, I don't want to read every card because then we'll be here forever. But, you know, the cards I find interesting, or at least the ones at the end, I'm just kind of reading those. If I'm correct, this one did get eroded towards end of turn for reminders for those. And we got the Cunning Murder. Permit. You use it from underneath your Broly BR cards. Activate main, limit 1 if your leader card is green Broly BR card, and you choose 1 green Paragus BR card, negate its skills for the turn, and place in the owner's drop. Look up the 7 cards from the top of your deck, place up to 2 green X cards among them under your leader, shuffle your deck afterwards. It's free. It helps you cycle. It helps you pretty much thin the deck out, which I think is always a great idea. And then we got our first SR from the packs themselves. No, sorry, second SR. Son Gohan and Piccolo. Heroic Team. Energy Exhaust, Dual Attack, Limit 1. Auto Limit 1. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. And if your opponent has a battle card in play, this card gets plus 5,000 power, making a 24k battle card. Activate main once returned. If you have 5 or more Z energy, or 2 or more battle cards in play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 3 or more, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. Activate main for 1 blue or yellow. Sorry, activate battle. If your leader is blue or yellow, and 3 or more blue and yellow cards are in your combo area, play this card from your hand. So yeah, as long as you combo 3 cards, you can pay 1 to play this card. Bulma's first ally, Gohan, enter 20, Tao, Metacooler, Lucifer, Vegeta, Angela, Spirit Bomb Unleash, Son Goku, Broly, Beastal Rage. When this card is played, draw 1, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost 5 or less, and KO it. And you activate main for 1 green energy, limit 1. If there's 4 more extra cards under your green Broly card, you put a card in your hand. So it's for 1 energy initially, you're playing a card that can clear 5 or less battle cards. Does not ignore barrier, but still it's pretty good for removal. When this card attacks, it gets plus 10,000 power for the battle. And at the end of the battle, place this card in the owner's drop and add up to 1 green X card from your drop to your Z energy. And then we got Chi-Line, Dependable Friend. It works for the Broly BR deck, so if your leader is green Broly BR, when this card is played, look up the top 7 cards from the top of your deck, place up to 1 green X card and one of them under your green Broly BR card. This shelf your deck. Activate main, limit 1 if your leader is a Shenron card. Place up to 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck to your drop. Then shuffle your deck afterwards. I think it's fantastic that they're making cards like this support older stuff as well. We saw that with the villainous cards, where they work on older decks as well, which I think is just a great idea, helping keeping older things alive while supporting the newer stuff. Enter 20, SS Broly Z Leader, some Slugs, some Villainous, some Trunks, which is for the trio of Saiyans, Garlic, Master Techniques, Gogeta's, Boom, Son Goku. There. Well, okay. You know what? I figured it would have been a little bit more impressive, like individual lines, something like that, but you know, it still works out. And then following up with the Son Gohan and Piccolo training began. So yeah, I was really hoping this would be a little bit more impressive for holographic purposes, but alright. Still no holo leaders yet. And also these are once per from what I've been told, these are once per box, so more Villainous, Krillin's, Ready to Battle, Angila's, Angel 18, Son Gohan's Whistle. Does not say Sun on there, but I said it anyways. That's amazing. Got the SS Broly Villainous card, which is fantastic. Pretty much when you play this card from your hand, it has triple strike. So in the Magenta deck, turn 4, you pay 1 energy to play this card. It's a 25k triple strike. And then if your opponent has 3 or more energy, when this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, and they get minus 25,000 power for the turn. That, anytime you play this card in the Villainous deck, it's going to proc both those autos, because you are playing this on your turn 4. So, and then we're following up with a Z battle card, Beerus, for 2 energy, 2 Z energy. Barrier, auto when this card attacks, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost greater than the current energy, place it at the bottom of its owner's deck, and this card gains, this card gets 5,000 power for the turn, making it a 15k on play, on attacks. Activate main once per turn for 2 blue energy. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, switch this card to active mode. Choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier. Place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. And this card gains dual attack for the turn, which has not procced yet. So that's, if I'm correct on understanding this, the auto is not once per turn. When this card attacks you with one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost greater than, it gains dual attack after. So you swing, activate main. Switch this card to active mode. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards and going barrier, place at the bottom of the deck, and then this card gains dual attack. So then you swing again, it procs dual attack, restand it. If I'm reading that right, that's fantastic. And I don't recall going over that card beforehand, but maybe I did, I just don't remember because it's been in such a long time. I haven't actually had a chance to do a lot of testing either, unfortunately. So I think it's really great. Blue Z battle card. Got the new Piccolo, Krillin ready to go, Gogeta, Goten, Son Gohan, Goku, Spirit Bomb Unleash, Villainous cards, Vegeta, Master's Techniques. Got the Trunks, Developing Teamwork, Revenge. Also, speaking of which, I think what I saw is that the new manga for Super, if you're a readers of it, is going to kind of be a prequel to superheroes in a sense. So they're going to kind of build up to it. I'm hoping they kind of redo superheroes in the manga form. If not, they'll probably just do a Broly thing where it's like, hey, check the movie out. We're going to kind of skip past this and go to the next arc. But I think it's cool that we're going to finally start seeing Goten and Trunks a little bit older in the manga. And hopefully we'll get to see Gotenks finally. So Revenge, when this card is played, draw 1. Activate main, limit 1 for 1 blue energy. If a Sun Goten HR card is in your Z energy, play this card from your hand. Activate battle once per turn. If a Sun Goten HR card is in your combo area, this card gets plus 5,000 power for turn. Which I think is pretty great. You could just swing with this card, immediately combo a Goten, and you got that going on for yourself right there. And then Android 13, Undivided Guess. It's kind of what helps you get the evolving going on that deck. So 5 SRs, but no SPRs yet. But almost more than halfway through. Bulma's First Ally, Trio of Saiyans, Villainous, Vegeta, Capricious, Slugs, boom, Shinron, Granter of Wishes. Deflect, unique. Permanent this card can't attack like all Shinron cards. If your leader card is yellow Piccolo SH card, and you switch this card to rest mode, when you add one of your cards to your Z energy, draw 1 card. Activate main. Once per turn, if you have 7 or more Z energy, choose one of your Piccolo HH cards, and it gains plus 5,000 power for the turn. It doesn't remove them, so pretty much you're just, as long as you get to this point, now your SH Piccolo is even stronger. Kind of in theme of the movie, I think is pretty cool. And then we've got Bulma, Humble Wish. If you watch the movie, you know she's just doing it to make herself younger, or I think it was increase her ass size. I might be wrong on that one, and you need to go back and rewatch that movie. But yeah. More Trunks for the Goten deck. Crimson Goku. We've got some Pans, some more Gokus. Bojacks, Villainous' stuff. Chilai's Aid. The Pan that likes to switch sides. Villainous. Got a Guru for all the Manekians. Which I think if I recall correctly, this is a really good card. So activate main for 2 yellow energy. If your leader is Manekian card and you have a yellow Manekian in your battle area, play this card from your hand with 7 markers on it. So boom, pay 2, boom, it has 7 markers on it. Auto. When your opponent attacks, choose up to one of your Manekian cards and it gets plus 5,000 power for the battle. Or -2, activate main, look up top 3 cards of your deck, play up to 1 yellow Manekian card, with energy cost of 1 among them, and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. This unison is perfect for the Piccolo deck from like 2 or 3 sets ago, because like I feel like that unison wasn't that good for the deck, but this I feel like helps out a lot because you pay 2, play it immediately -2 to get a 1-drop on the board, start your evolving. And then we got a Lord Slug following up afterwards, which is another SR. It's 8-drop triple strike. When this card's played, you play up to 2 Slug Army cards with energy cost 3 or less that don't have Lord Slug in their character names from your deck, which is great. So initially you're paying 3 energy in the long run to play this card, which plays 2 more cards. Auto, Bond 3. When this card attacks, if you have a Z battle card in play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons, and it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. That's fantastic. Locking stuff down is always great. Activate main for 3 energy. If you have 4 more energy, and there are 2 Lord Slugs with a combo cost of 1 in your Z energy, 1 with energy cost of 3, and 1 with energy cost of 5, you play this card from your hand. So yeah, really good. Looking forward to playing that deck as well. Broly BR, Wings, Piccolo, Goku, Red Ribbon Army, Pan, Sun Goten, Villainous, Spirit Bomb, Master's Techniques, Chilai's Aid. Yeah, we went over this one earlier, and then following up with Out of Control Power. Trunks, Orange Piccolo, Slugs, Villainous, Master Techniques, more Villainous, Unisons, which is one of, I think, 3 Unisons in this deck. In this set. Android 14. Got a Reverse Hollow Training's Beginnings, following up with an Angela Z battle card. Yeah, rare. For some reason, I thought that said Uncommon. I'm like, wait, why was Uncommon the last card and it wasn't a Reverse Hollow? 15, SSB Gogeta, Trio Saiyans, Villainous, Krillin, Vegeta, Slugs, Goku, Chiwa Aid, Vegeta, and then Android 17. Crit, counterattack level 1. If your leader card is Android 13, negate this attack and play this card in rest mode. If your leader card is Red 13, Z leader, yeah, that's right, and you have 3 or less life, you can activate this card's counter without paying its energy cost. Great late game, because you're really not going to negate with this one early on, because it's 3 energy to negate, it doesn't reduce its cost, it's only free if your leader is Red Android 13 Z leader, and your life is 3 or less. So, if you get it in your hand, it's good to hang on to it for that deck, for that purpose, but truth be told, in my opinion, I don't feel like you should play 4 of those, but it does not specify that it's limited by any means, so you could, I guess you could rack up, negate potentially 4 attacks in game, and then have 4 15k crits going at your opponent afterwards. Some Trunks, 14s, Villainouses, more Villainouses, Gohan, Villainous. Like, I feel like every pack has like 4 or 5 Villainouses almost. Not every pack, but every other pack. SS Son Goku, All Out Evolution, and oh! Okay. Like I said, Cooper is one of the ones I was excited, I wanted to get, just because he's a character I really enjoy. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. Was not expecting a secret around the first box. Alright. Holy crap. Alright. That's that's exciting. That's super exciting. Like, actually, I think these last few packs are going to be really amazing too, because we haven't seen none of the SPRs yet from the pack. And I haven't seen the Hollow Leader. Hopefully we get a Hollow Leader. But this right here is fantastic. So, Evil Saiyan, Malice Made Flesh, Ultimate Auto. If your opponent's life is 2 or more, when this card is played, look through your opponent's life, send up to 1 card with energy cost of 7 or less from it to your opponent's warp. Your opponent shuffles their life, then play up to 1 battle card with energy cost 7 or less from your opponent's warp in your battle area with the skills negated for the game. Auto once per turn, when your opponent plays a battle card with an energy cost of 7 or less, you may send 1 of your battle cards to its owner's warp. If you do, you gain control of that card. Activate main for 2 black energy. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, play this card from your hand or warp, which I think is fantastic. Then choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and send it to its owner's warp. That's... holy crap. Okay, that's exciting. Was not expecting to get that like right from the back. I never have opened a first box and got a secret rare. Oh, it's amazing. And hopefully our second one's going to be Gohan. If it's Cell, I'm okay with that, but I'd rather it be Gohan. Oh, I'm giddy. I'm done. That's all I needed. Z battle cards, 13s and Villainouses and Master Techniques, more stuff. Boom. I am speeding up a little bit. This video is getting a little bit longer than I expected it. Got ourselves a reverse hollow unison. I think it's the second one we got of this type. Following it up with a Z battle card, Android 14 and 15, which is a very interesting one. Deflect unique dual attack blocker. Permanent, if you have a red energy card with an energy cost of 7 or more in play, you reduce this card's energy cost in your Z deck by 1, making it 1 energy, 3 Z energy. But once a turn, when this card attacks, use up to 1 Android card from your drop and a combo with its skills negated for the turn. And this card gains barrier until the end of your opponent's next turn. Auto once per turn, when this card activates block, switches card attack mode. So initially, you swing, you restand it, then it has barrier if you use the auto. Now, your opponent's turn, you block, you restand, you block again. Got some Vegetas, some Gokus, Villainouses. Nice. Another reverse hollow Villainous. Super excited about that. And so far, it's a different one again. Mercenary is one of the ones that's 1 cost. When this card is played, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Add up to 1 Villainous card among them to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. If you added a card to your hand, negate this card's skill for the game. Auto, when you activate Villainous, negate this card's skills for the game. I have to emphasize that secondary S because I don't think they've put a ruling out on that first auto because it's not skills. So that implies that you're negating this card's skill. So you're getting the auto. I'm not sure. I can't remember top of my head. If there's an answer out there, link it to me for me. And then we got ourselves Piccolo Infiltrator. This is another SR. Deflect, dual attack. Auto when this card is played, choose one. This card gains barrier until the end of your opponent's next turn. Or you put it to one pan glimpse of talent from your deck. Show up your deck afterwards. Activate main, limit 1 for 2 blue energy. If your leader is blue, play this card from your hand. Activate main for 1 blue energy. Discard this card from your hand. Play up to one pan glimpse of talent from your deck. Then show up your deck afterwards. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It helps the Gohan deck run a little bit smoother. And I mean, that deck just runs crazy good already. Like, I think I've said before, like, it's good that since being got changed. I never really played it that way before. I typically use it as a defensive play anyways. But just imagining if since being was still for offensive play in the Gohan deck, it would just be crazy. More villainouses, Piccolos. I do hope we get a reverse holo leader soon. Boom. Okay. Speak of the devil. Gotenks. When this card attacks, draw 1, and then this card gains 5,000 power for the turn. When this card attacks a battle card with an energy cost of 8 or more, this card attacked can't attack during the opponent's next turn and negate the skill for game. Activate battle once per turn for 1 blue energy. If your opponent has 3 or more energy and there are 1 or more Goten SH card and Trunks SH cards in your combo area, draw 1 card, switch up to one of your blue Gotenks SH cards to active mode. At the end of the turn, switch up to one of your energies to active mode as well, which it's pretty good. Oh, and front sides just when this card. When you use a blue card from your hand in the combo, you draw 1 card. Kind of very similar to SS4 Gogeta, where you combo, you get to search top 3. And then we got Goku, SS Red for the Trio of Saiyans. 2 packs left, and then I promise you this video will be almost over. Broly Ultimate Saiyan, Goten, Krillin, Guru, Turtles, Mercenary Tail, Lord Slug, Son Gohan, Android 18, Chilai's Aid, Paragus, Android 13, Total Annihilator. Oh, that's okay. So no card before that, which kind of goes into the theory of, if I recall correctly, if you have a card without a holo in front of it or something like that, the chances of you having a secret rare in that box is pretty good. Boom, that happened in this case. It's an SPR, double strike permanent. If an Android 13 card is under this card gains dual attack and isn't affected by the skills of red Saiyan cards with 20,000 power or less in any of your opponent's areas. Auto. When this card attacks, use up to one card from under this card in a combo with its skills, negate it for the turn, and choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons, and gets minus 25,000 power for the turn. Activate main, limit 1 for 2 energy. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, you choose 1 Android 14, 1 Android 15 card in your battle area, and or drop. Play this card with the chosen cards underneath it. I think that's really good. So, and last but not least, we've got 1 pack left. Let's find out what we have in here. I'm hoping it's another SPR. I might be wrong because the secret might have taken that spot. I don't know if that's how it is anymore, but let's find out. And the drum roll, please. I'm not really doing that. Piccolo at the ready. It's a 5-drop Blanker for the Trio of Saiyans. Following up with nope. So yeah, that's 5 SRs, 1 SPR, and 1 secret rare in this first box. So not bad overall. I'm just super stoked that we got the secret rare in the first box. So that makes me excited. But yeah, like always, stay tuned in like 3, 2, 1. And like I said, we're gonna wrap this up now. So these are the overall pools. I got some pool sides. I want to talk about this just a little bit because this is a very interesting pull rate when it comes to all the ones we've ever done. I felt like the last set was great pull rates. This one was okay pull rates, and I say it for a few reasons. So we have our 8 shiny leaders, which is fantastic. We got the 1 secret rare. I did happen to pull the secondary secret rare right after I got done recording. It was in the second box, and the one we ended up pulling was Cell Max. Was really hoping more for Kumber and Gohan, but you know what? I'm so okay with this. I'll have to just buy a Gohan somewhere else. But overall, numbers wise, pretty on the board. We got a couple of 3s, 1 and straight down here. And a few of these were saved due to the box hoppers. But before I get there, I just want to go over, this is a bit, in my opinion, a little bit extreme. So on Android 13, we got 1 extra there, 2 extra to slugs. This is not incorporating box hoppers right now. 2 extra to Gogetas, 3 extras of the Black Masan, 1 extra of the Goku. And because of top box hoppers, we were able to complete the 8-drop yellow one, a couple extra Gokus, a couple extra, an extra black, an extra slug, 2 extra Android 13s. There's an extra blue. We were able to fill out the 3-drop blues. Finish out the 8-drop blue yellow Gohan. This is interesting because both of the 8-drop Piccolo Gohan and the 8-drop Broly have SPRs. Did not see a single SPR for either one of those this entire case. And that's why I say this is kind of weird. Like, I feel like we've always gotten at least one SPR of every SPR there was. And the difference in this one was mainly because of the Gohan campaign rares, or whatever you want to call them in this set. I think they threw up the numbers, because I remember when I was opening the box, I was like, there's only one SPR, because I forgot that the Gohans take up a spot of the SPR in the box. And that's why we're seeing less SPRs. Which, we saw plenty of SPRs overall, and that's because of the box hoppers. But because these take up a slot of the SPR/SPRs, we were short, like I said, of one of the SPR Broly and this 8-drop. Now, we did get our 2 premium packs, and I happened to pull an SPR of the Broly, which looks fucking fantastic. And I'm kind of sad I didn't pull any more of those. And like I said, we didn't pull any of those at all. But these are the campaign rares, which take up spots. As I mentioned beforehand, I like that the arts do kind of connect, for the exception of the blue one. And I don't understand what Bandai was thinking there, because you can see that his fist is sticking through right there, and you could totally incorporate that there. Or you could have, since it's kind of capped off here, you could have put his shoe over here on this side, but they didn't do that. And it's just very frustrating to me for some reason. And that's my OCD. But overall, I did enjoy the box. Outside the case, we pulled a lot of good stuff, and I got plenty of reverse holos of the villainous cards, which I was really looking forward to. I think I got at least one of everything, which is just exciting to me. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm pretty excited for this. Hope you all pulled cards that you're interested in getting, and hopefully you guys build decks that you want to build and not have to be forced to wait for a while. With that being said, thank you for the opportunity again. Keep in mind, there's buttons. Feel free to click them. They're there for a reason. Fluff out. Oh yeah, read your cards, know your place. Fluff out.